The views and opinions expressed by Zip is not always the views and opinions held by Zip. Sometimes they come from the cat. The cat doesn't identify as a cat. I believe it's a pit bull, so around here we refer to it as pit cat. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Steven Jackson, the former NBA player that won a ring with San Antonio, that ran up in the stands with Ron Artest and got it popping during the Malice in the Palace. Also, him, Baron Davis, Monte Ellis, Matt Barnes, them niggas smoked Dallas. Yeah, they bumped the 1 seed before. I never forget that. You heard? I think that was the year Dirk won MVP too. They was the 1 seed, and Steven Jackson and them bumped them. I was mad happy. I won mad bread off of that in the can, you heard? But yo, listen, man, before we get into the video, start off on the like button, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you be notified when I drop these videos. Oh, yo, check it out. Condolences to the people from the Dominican Republic that lost their lives. To the families of the people that lost their lives in that club where the roof collapsed. And I'm saying that's a tragic event. And I'm saying nobody expected nothing like that to ever happen. You know what I mean? May God grant them people some type of consolation. You know what I mean? That's a sad story, you heard? All right, so check it. Boom. Let's get into the business. Steven Jackson might owe me $1 million. Let's get to that. Yeah. He said this right here. Look, check him out.
You don't never see me bother nobody getting nobody business, bro. And let's clear up the old box shit since we talked about that.
Yeah.
You can't find, I give $1 million to anybody that you can find on old block to say I checked in. This how the whole story went. We was in Chicago for the big 3. We went out, we got up, we was back in the hotel gambling and playing cards in the lobby. Will Bynum is from Chicago. He has another dude from Chicago. My drunk ass says, let's go to old block.
I mean, that's not a norm for you, though.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not a reach for you.
No, and it wasn't surprising to nobody that was there.
Especially
and Will was like, you for real? I'm like, yeah, dog, let's go. They knew somebody there. They called him, told us we could pull up. I pulled up, rolled some weed with him, smoked with a couple of them. There's one little dude, shout out Ty. I don't know what he got going on. I'm going to tell you a story about Ty. As soon as I got out there, that little stood, you know what I'm saying, got right on my hip. You know what I'm saying?
Come on,
little
man.
young nigga. You know, to the point where shit.
If something happened to him, it's happening to me.
Bro, he just stuck to me. You know what I'm saying? Gave him my weed, he rolled me, and I'm smoking together. So I'm out there shooting basketball, shooting the bullshit.
Oh, you jury
5 in the morning.
Yes.
Like I'm in PA. Ain't no checking in. They pulled up on the youngin'. I don't bother nobody. You don't.
All right, so you heard him. He said, if anybody can find a video from anybody from Old Block saying he checked in, he got $1 million for him.
I mean, y'all pull up and take pictures and y'all not allowed to.
They sleep.
And one thing about it, if you're a real one, you don't mind checking in.
Checking in. What'd you say?
I check in with the real one. That's why I'm in the middle of Old Block.
Checking in. What'd you say?
I check it. You don't mind checking in.
Checking in. What'd you say?
I check in with the real one. That's why I'm in the middle of Old Block.
Checking in. What'd you say?
I check. You don't mind checking in.
Checking in. What'd you say?
I check in with the real one. That's why I'm in.
There's a video on the internet of you, Steven Jackson, talking about checking in. And somebody from Old Block in the background talk about what you say checking in. Even when you made the offer of $1 million for anybody to find a video, you told people you checked in, son. You told people you checked in, son. You said Will Bynum is from Chicago. He had somebody else with him from Chicago. You said, let's go to Old Block. They was like, for real? You was like, yeah, man. They called somebody from Old Block, and they said it was all right for y'all niggas to come around. That's what you said out your own mouth. People gonna rewind this video, and they're gonna listen to you saying that. You said out your own mouth that y'all called Old Block and got permission to go to Old Block. That's checking in, Stack. Stack 5, that's checking in, homie. But see, you a gangster. You know what I'm saying? You a gangster that was able to get out of the, like, get away. You went to the NBA out of high school. Steven Jackson went to the NBA out of high school. He went to the NBA, he won a chip. He made a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? But you and I both know that you ain't did too much gangster shit before you finished high school, you heard? You ain't did too much gangster shit. Yeah. So you might have been running around, but the people from Port Arthur, they made sure you ain't jump head first into the streets. You might have dibbled and dabbed in the streets, but you wasn't all the way in with the streets. Your big homies, the OGs from around your way would be stone cold busters if they let you jump head first into the streets knowing you had all that talent in high school, you heard? But you made it to the NBA, so we know you wasn't head first into the streets. Dudes that be head first into the streets, they usually catch cases before it's time for high school to be over. They be in jail, be up north getting GEDs and all of that. You understand what I'm saying? I think Steven Jackson saying he had $1 million for anybody that could find that tape. I think if somebody pushed the issue, if they had enough money to throw around at some lawyers and all that, then I think maybe they could get that money, because he entered into a contract when he said he got $1 million for anybody that can find a video. It's a video up. It's a video up of him saying he checked it. He said he checked it. He said if you can find anybody from O Block, it sounded like somebody from O Block in the background talking about checking in. See, this is my thing with checking in, right? I'm not checking in nowhere. Let's get that established. I don't care how much money I make. I'm not checking in nowhere. First of all, I don't want to be in your ghetto. I don't want to be in nobody else's ghetto. First things first. It's no appeal whatsoever. I don't care what ghetto we talking about in the world. It has no appeal to me. I'm from the ghetto. I'm really from the ghetto. I didn't make it out of the ghetto. I didn't make it out of the ghetto. I left the ghetto and went to jail. It's the worst ghetto. Yeah, I never made it out of that shit. So I don't want to get enough money to leave the ghetto and go visit nobody else's ghetto. I don't want to do that. My whole life, I'm 40-something years. I'm about to be 44 years old this month. I'm about to be 44 years old this month. I never left the ghetto. I left the ghetto and went to a worse ghetto. Yeah, I left the ghetto and went to jail. Yeah, 20-something years in jail is what I did. Yeah. My idea about checking in is this. Suck everything my father gave me that made me a man. Let's get to that. Yeah, what you talking about check in? Check in with? You ain't just hear me say I did 20-something years in jail? Yeah, they gave me 21 flat. I thought I was going to die in jail for a long time. I thought I was going to die in jail. So you think for a second that I feel like your nigga, we going to Cali, we going to L.A. Niggas talking about, yo, you got to check in L.A. Not checking in L.A. Oh, yo, niggas. Cali, die in Cali? That's a nice place to die. I was in somebody's jail in New York State and up in the mountains where it snowed 8-9 months out of the year. Yeah, it snowed 8-9 months right now in New York State, upstate New York right now. April, whatever, 12th, 11th, 12th, it's snowing in upstate New York right now. Snow, a lot of it too. Yeah. It probably started snowing up there October, and it's April and it's still snowing. That's why I thought I was going to die at. You think me out Cali or Florida or Chicago, wherever. You think that's not a good place for me to die? You see how my brain is wired? I'm not checking in. I'm not checking in. For instance, Big U and them niggas, right? Big U had a podcast called Checking In. He had niggas coming to LA checking in. I could have swore I heard 60s. Niggas that rep the 60s, the same gang Big U rep. I could have swore I heard niggas from the 60s saying, on the dead homies. On the dead homies. What? All of y'all homies died in car accidents? Yeah, playing practice on the practice field, football, and how y'all homies died? Ain't none of your homies get killed? So if niggas is out here killing your homies, yeah, I'm sure they out here killing your homies. If niggas is out here killing your homies, would I look like checking in with you? For what? Where's the protection? Niggas be killing y'all out here. So what is I'm going to be standing next to you for? For when they come through airing it out and all that, I can catch one of these. I'm from New York. I'm from New York. What is I'm going to be checking in with some niggas out here that got... Only niggas I'm checking in with is the people that don't got no dead homies. If you don't got no dead homies, I'll check in with you, you heard? Because then that means, yeah, y'all gangbanging and y'all don't got no dead homies. That means y'all niggas is tough. Y'all the ones putting all the work in. I'll check in with y'all, maybe. Yeah, I might check in, but if anybody from your gang ever said you're on the dead homies, I ain't checking in with y'all. Yeah, because clearly y'all niggas ain't even like that. Y'all can't provide no protection. Y'all not even protecting yourselves. But I think I veered off topic a little bit. Or maybe I'm still on topic. You heard? I'll let the viewers decide, you heard? I'm just saying. Steven Jackson got on the internet and said he had $1 million for anybody that could find a video saying he was checked in when he went to Old Block, and then he got his own video up saying he checked in. Steven Jackson, like I said, he made it to the NBA out of high school. He from Port Arthur, Texas. By all accounts, he from a poor neighborhood. I think he affiliated with the Bloods. But homie, if you made it to the NBA out of high school, that means 17, 18 years old, you had got away from all of that. I don't care. Ages 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is you really doing outside? Nothing really. You're not really doing nothing. A few of us came outside 8, 9 years old, but for the most part, those first 7 to 8 years of your life, you're not even responsible for them. It's your parents. So let's say you did come outside at 10 years old. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You in the NBA. Mingling with Kobe Bryant and Tim Duncan, Shaq and all of these dudes. Ain't nothing really gangster going on. I mean, when them niggas was in Indiana, Steven Jackson, they was having shootouts. I mean, them dudes aired his car out. You know what I'm saying? Malice in the Palace. Him and Ron and Jermaine O'Neal and all of them. So I know he not soft. Let's get that understood. I'm not saying he's soft, but I'm saying he is not a street person, you heard? He is not a street person, you heard? So I don't see like what the purpose was the first time. Oh, yo, we checking in. We checking in. Yeah. And then a couple years later, be on the internet talking about you ain't check in. I don't get it. Like, you was on there like, yo, we checking in. Y'all taking pictures. Y'all ain't want it nowhere. Matter of fact, I'm going to play it one more time so you can hear exactly what he said.
I mean, y'all pull up and take pictures and y'all not allowed to.
They sneak.
And one thing about it, if you're a real one, you don't mind checking in.
Checking in. What'd you say?
I check in with the real one. That's why I'm in the middle of Old Block.
Where you at?
You see the hoop?
Where you at?
I'm in the middle of Old Block. Man, listen, man.
Middle of this bitch where the people's be, you know what I'm saying? Where the real people's be, man.
Shit you can't pay for.
Rap cap.
No rap cap. Shit you can't pay for. I mean, we really out here. Old Block, Chi-Town. Rest in peace, King Bone. We in the middle of Old Block, ain't we? Quit playing, man. I'm everywhere, you never there.
And there you have it. Steven Jackson himself was talking about he checking in somebody in the background. Mad little Chicago niggas. Check in, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, yo, listen, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much longer, man. I just wanted to get that on my chest. I ain't checking in nowhere, you heard? Yeah, Steven Jackson, man, you might owe me $1 million, man. You see me, man? Look, 10, 15,000, man. I need it, man. I could use it, you heard? Let's get to that.